Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Suggs and I am a writer documenting her journey here on YouTube, and on occasion I do give tips on how you can reach your goals. So if that sounds of interest to you, please subscribe. I am here twice a week with videos just like this. I am really excited about today's video because I've created my very first writing tag, and it has to do with Thanksgiving, as you probably know from the title. I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday of all time, so I wanted to combine it with my passion of writing, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I have my little handy dandy notebook here because I have the questions on here, so if you see me looking away, that is why. So without further ado, let's get started. What I've done is I've connected all the themes that I believe are connected with Thanksgiving, and I've correlated with writing so that we can have a nice cohesive writing tag. So the very first one is turkey. And the question is, what is the main course in all of your books? For me, that is romance, and everything I write is romance because I am a sucker for romance, and all my books have something to do with it. Question number 2, stuffing. What theme is always included in your books? And for me, that is always boy loves girl, boy keeps secret from girl, and something blows up. There's always something. They can't just honestly live happily ever after, otherwise there'd be no book, right? So there's definitely always like an underlying secret that one is keeping from the other, that eventually blows up, that eventually they resolve, and they live happily ever after. Question number 3, cranberry sauce. What genre do you wish you could write in? For me, that is fantasy. I started writing a fantasy novel last year for NaNoWriMo. I picked it up again this year, and I've not been able to finish it because it's so hard, you guys. For me, it's really hard for me to, jump from like real world to fantasy world. My brain doesn't work that way, but I so admire people that can do it, and I love it. So I'm hoping that one day, maybe I can return to it. Question number 4, family. What platform has helped you the most? For me, that is Instagram and Amazon. I love Instagram because it's helped me grow as a writer. It's helped me connect with other writers, and it just inspires me daily. And also Amazon, because with Amazon, I've been able to sell a ton of books without actually having to be there. I can just do the ads and my book gets out into the world, and I don't physically have to constantly be posting something or sharing something in order to get attention. It just does it for me. So I love Instagram and I love Amazon. Question number 5, travel. What era do you mostly write in? For me, that is current times, though I've been thinking of possibly writing in a time where there was no social media, just to add a little more intrigue to my novels, to where my characters can't just simply check social sites to keep up with what's going on with their significant other. I just thought that would be a really cool thing to do, but right now I'm writing in the current time. Question number 6, holiday music. What genre of music do you listen to when you're writing? For me, that varies. When I was writing my fantasy novel that I started with NaNoWriMo last year, I was very much into themes like movie scores and just very theatrical kind of music that it was eerie, and I love that. But for my other contemporary romance novels that I've written, has been very pop, though I have switched up a little bit and added like a Coldplay song here and there. But yeah, I like pretty much listening to pop. I don't like listening to like sounds when I'm writing, like the trees rustling or the wind blowing or rain. I'm not into that. I really like to listen to music when I'm writing. So yeah. Question number 7, decorations. What is your favorite way to create mood boards? And for me, that is Pinterest. Pinterest is my go-to for mood boards. I don't usually go to Pinterest a lot. I have to admit that it's not my go-to way of getting entertained online. I do Facebook and I do Instagram. And I don't even do Snapchat really. I only do like Instagram and Facebook and so on occasion Twitter. But I do create my mood boards on Pinterest. I love it, and I love that you can embed that your boards on your website. If you want to see what that looks like, hang on, go on over to my website. On my Falling For You book page, I've embedded my mood board onto that book page, and I love the way it looks. And yeah, so I love Pinterest to create my mood boards. Question number 8, traditions. What traditions do you use in your books that are from your real life? So for me, I've noticed that I tend to have a tradition of a parent and a child hanging out a lot and being really close. I don't know if that's necessarily a tradition, but I know that I've got those two little elements together. And I think it has to do with that because I'm close to my parents and my kids are close to me, that I've always got that in the back of my mind. But because I've noticed and picked up on that, I'm starting to switch it up a little bit. But I have these traditions that where they spend a particular amount of time together, as it is tradition for me to spend a particular time with my kids and my parents. Question number 9, leftovers. Have you returned to an old idea that you had in the past? Well, I have not. I actually, well, except for the fantasy novel that I told you about that I started writing and I started doing it again this year, I have never returned. I have 3 other manuscripts that I've written that I wrote over 20,000 words that I just put to the side, and I know in my heart that I will never return to those, well, I shouldn't say never, but as of now, I know that I will never finish those novels and that I will never pick from there and write something with those characters. Those characters belong in that novel, and unless I go back and finish that novel, I don't see myself picking from those characters and putting them in a different place. Question number 10 is gratitude. What are you most grateful for when it comes to your writing? For me, that is actually that I'm able to write. I stumbled across this passion of mine by accident. I was actually reading Twilight when I was really inspired, and I decided one day in my car on my lunch break while I was reading Twilight, I had a thought that said, I think I can do this. I think I can write a book. And so I did. So I'm eternally grateful for other books. I'm eternally grateful for that I was able to listen to that intuition that said, you can do this, and I followed through. And I'm grateful that I'm able to start a book and finish it. I just finished my 4th one. I started writing my 5th one, and it has brought me so much joy. It has helped me get out of depression. It has helped me stop feeling like I was lost in this world. I love everything that has to do with writing. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this Thanksgiving writing tag, and I would love for each and every one of you who are writers to do this writing tag. I'm not going to tag anybody in particular because I know that we're only 2 weeks from Thanksgiving at this point. And I know that a lot of you have videos planned out. It doesn't matter when you post it. It doesn't have to be on the day that you normally post. It could be a bonus video. I am serious when I say I'm tagging every single one of you who want to do this writing tag. I would love to see you guys do it. I know that a lot of times when you're not specifically tagged, that you probably don't feel like you should do it because you don't feel like I'm talking to you, but I am talking to you. And maybe what I'll do is I'll tag some people in the description box below. I'm telling you, please, please, please do the tag. It would make me so happy. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, special Thanksgiving with loved ones. And remember to subscribe. I am here weekly. And until next time, you guys stay safe.